Hello and welcome everyone. In this video we will solve SQL Injection Lab 1. The title of the lab is SQL Injection Vulnerability in Where Clause Allowing Retrieval of Hidden Data. This is the description of the lab. This lab contains a SQL injection vulnerability in the product category filter, so we know where the vulnerability exists. When the user selects a category, the application carries out a SQL query like the following. They have provided us with the SQL query. To solve the lab, perform a SQL injection attack that causes the application to display one or more unreleased products. So this is the SQL query. Select asterisk. This means select all columns from the product table where the category equals gifts. So this part ensures that only records where the category column has the value gift are selected, and released equal 1. The AND operator ensures that both conditions must be true for a row to be included in the result set. Released equals 1 means that only record where the released column has the value 1 will be retrieved. We will click Access the lab. So the lab has loaded. We have a home button. We have product categories and we have products. If we select a category, the products are filtered accordingly. We select gifts, for example. These are gifts. Select food and drink. These are foods and drinks, and so on. I'll click Home. There are different solution methods that we will follow. All will lead to the same result and all are using the same payload. So the first solution method is typing the payload in the URL. Here, when we select a category such as gifts, we can see it in the URL. So what we will do is we will write our payload in this section. This is our SQL query with the injection. So here you can see the SQL query before the injection. Here you can see it after the injection. Our payload is single quote or 1 equals 1 dash dash. The single quote that we're using in our payload closes this single quote, or 1 equals 1 is a logical condition that always evaluates to true. The double dashes here comment out the rest of the query. So what we can do here in the URL is type single quote or 1 equals 1 double dash and hit enter. The lab is solved and we can see all the products listed regardless of the category. This is one way of solving the lab. The second method that we will use is using intercept. So we will use intercept from Burp Suite. We will modify the request and we will forward it and send it. We'll go back to gifts, but this time we will proxy our data through Burp. We'll go to Burp, turn intercept on. We'll select any category. We could select accessories. Now this request is intercepted. We will add our payload here, single quote or 1 equals 1 double dash, and we will URL encode the payload. So convert selection URL encode key characters. We will forward and we will turn intercept off. So we can see here that accessories and our payload appears on the screen, and we can see all the products listed as well. This is the second method. The third method is using repeater. So we can either send the request to repeater from intercept or from the history. We will start with intercept again. So we will turn intercept on. We will go to gifts. It's intercepted. We'll send it to repeater. We will turn intercept off. We'll go to repeater. Send this. Then here we will type our payload, single quote or 1 equals 1 double dash. We'll URL encode the payload. And we'll click send. We can do right click, request in browser. We will copy the link. So we can see gifts and then our payload, then all the categories listed. The final method is repeater from the Burp Suite history. So we'll click corporate gifts, then we'll go to proxy HTTP history, corporate. This is the request. We'll send it to repeater. Here we will type our payload. Right click, convert selection, URL encode key characters, then hit send. Right click, request in browser, original session, copy. Here we can see corporate gifts, which is the category we selected, then the payload, and all the products listed. And this concludes our video. Thank you for watching.